Today is December 6th. You create your own heaven or hell. Then you create your own heaven and then you swim in the bliss, or you create your own hell and then you burn in the fire. You burn in it. So this goes along with some other themes that I've been discussing about being responsible for what we create. Now, I think the problem is that there's so many things around us that we can't control. But the one thing we can control is our response to them. So even if the situation is hellish, we know Prabhupada Saraswati said, for a devotee, everything is blissful. And Bhagavatam says, Swarga, heaven, or hell, Swarga, Pavarga, Narakeshu, either in heaven, liberation, or hell. It's the same for a devotee. So, if life is hellish for us, it may be that our response to the hellish things around us is hellish. Actually, what we see, and Prabhupada has written about this, and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also has written about this, that actually we need difficulties. So we need these quote-unquote hellish situations to push us forward. So a lot of times it's good to see that the difficulties are really important for us, and they really help us, and they bring us closer to Krishna, they cause us to pray to Him. And if you take it that way, you can see the so-called hellish things as very positive, and you can advance in those situations. You can get a lot of realizations, and of course, if we are advancing and getting realizations, then we're very blissful and we're very happy. I think all of us have experience that maybe life is not going well and we go to the temple and then we join a blissful kirtan or hear a blissful class, and all of a sudden we're very happy. So we realize that the external situations have nothing to do ultimately with our state of consciousness. It only has something to do with that if we allow it. And Krishna consciousness is meant to be transcendental. And one of the basic teachings of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us, don't be so thrown around by dualities. And so often we get thrown around by happiness and distress. I'm happy, it's a good day. I'm sad, it's a bad day. But Krishna says something interesting. He said, even tolerate the happiness, which is something a non-devotee wouldn't consider. But what Krishna is saying, don't be thrown around by the good and the bad, but be internal. Be relishing Krishna consciousness within. So, if your life is great, that's because you made it great. And if your life is hell, that's because you're allowing it to be that way. You're not, or you've either created it by your thinking, your action, or situations have come upon you, you're not dealing with them well. So don't blame it on others. Don't blame it on the situation. Always take it upon yourself to make the best of whatever happens. Make the best of what comes to you, and the least of what goes away. If that what goes away is something good, make the least of it. Okay, it's easier said than done, but that's the principle. We create our own hell, and then we have to suffer for it. And we enjoy our Krishna consciousness, and we benefit from the enjoyment that we create by absorbing ourselves in Krishna consciousness. Then we swim in the nectarian ocean of devotional service. Hare Krishna.